Hi Libras, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. This is for all my Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We're now covering August 8th to the 14th, as you can see below. And this week on the 11th, we have Venus moving into Leo, and then also a full moon in Aquarius. So polar opposite energies and signs. And we're also in Leo season right now. So this week is going to be kind of really intense. Venus in Leo and full moon in Aquarius is bringing a lot of tension and contrasting energies. So there's going to be a lot of like contradicting, hypocritical energies, behaviors, actions, expressions. So please be aware. Any full moon is always kind of like intense, but this one is definitely going to be very, very intense. So because like what we're feeling or what we love and what we're feeling drawn to is at complete odds and against how we're feeling and dealing with our internal emotional world. So it's like hot and cold, wet and dry, sweet and sour. We feel one thing, but we want to do one thing, but we feel it the opposite way. So you may feel yourself or see yourself or others like saying one thing but then acting the complete opposite. Like, so take things with a grain of salt. Don't take anything as face value or take you or anyone too seriously, and don't let yourself fall too extreme on one side of the ladder, because it may feel like you're kind of at like fighting against yourself or fighting against like, you know, what you really, it's like the thing you love is the same thing you hate. And some people may really want to be expressive and drama and be center of attention, and yet still want to be left alone, or want to be of it but not be part of it. Or some people may really just want to be ghosts and silent and be left alone. But I feel like it's going to be like either or, very opposite. So there's going to be a lot of opinions, a lot of maybe gossip, or people either like feeling like some people are doing things for attention, not doing things for the greater good of other people, and criticize. I don't know, just feels like kind of really like raw, intense energies. So just keep it low, low profile, or take it easy around this day. Maybe a few days before, a few days after. Okay, all right. So when it comes to, we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. Okay. All right, so and if you want to follow me, my Instagram or TikTok, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. Everything is linked below in the description box. I don't have any other accounts. Any other accounts that you may see are fake accounts, they're not me. So please be aware, don't get scammed, and please report them. All right, cool. So when it comes to your health, my beautiful Libras, I feel like you are improving something, or you're finding a solution, or fixing a problem. So maybe you were trying to get an appointment. Now this week you get the appointment, you get a call back, you get the email back. You're waiting to hear back from someone. This is the week that happens. Or you weren't able to drive somewhere or go on that trip. This week you can do it. You get the approval for some kind of procedure or process or something. You're able to see a doctor, or you get good news. You can take your cast off. Like if you had any problem or injury, you are now solving that problem, or you found that medicine, you found that service, that system. You're advancing forward. So if you had a problem with your health, mental, physical, emotional, you're now finding the solution. And it could be coming from another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or maybe you are the one that's finding the solution, or you're the solution to the problem. So it feels like you could be advancing forward and continuing on something, finding that solution. You could also be going on a trip. Maybe you're driving somewhere or going a little bit long distance in order to fix this problem or this issue. And if you were dealing with any kind of just like mental restrictions or something that you feel like you couldn't resolve, now it's going to get resolved. Okay. All right. So good news for health. And then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, you got everything under control. It's like you're becoming a master and a leader. Maybe at work, you're getting a strong or a more important position with more responsibilities, but maybe getting, supplemented with, the right income as well. It feels like you got everything under your control. A lot of you maybe are strong leaders, or you're independent, or you're self-employed, or you work for yourself, or maybe you run a business, or you're trying to and you're working towards that goal and you seem to be getting closer to it. Or if you have your own business or you're self-employed, you seem to be doing really well, you're very passionate. And this is a week where you got to take action, and you got to like be confident in what you're doing and what you're expressing, because if you don't believe in yourself, other people won't believe in you. But I feel like you're gonna be doing a better job of having more confidence and taking action. Okay, there could be an Aries in your life, maybe a coworker, friend, someone you study with, that's going to be helping you or influencing you, or maybe as a mentor or someone who inspires you. Okay, so maybe you're using as like inspiration or motivation. There could also be a father figure in your life that maybe is helping you financially, or helping get you on your feet, or helping you with your business or your career, your work, or school loans or debts, stuff like that. But I feels like you're feeling very empowered and in control, and you seem to have everything under wraps. And I feel like you have some assistance here. So you may have someone that is of higher up or higher position who is helping you, guiding you, or giving you some like advice and pointers on behind the scenes. Okay, and I do see some of you could be involved in like a family business or a family owned business or corporation or something, and maybe this is something that you're starting to get more involved in or will be becoming more involved in. Okay, what else? Yes, and if there is a boss, CEO, manager, or someone who's kind of higher up, or that you're supposed to like, you know, respect and look up to, follow orders from, you are getting along with this person, or this person really respects you and trusts you. Okay, all right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side we have the Hierophant in reverse, 4 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. All right, and so some of you could have Taurus somewhere in your chart. And then on this other side, remember, this can be both your past, present, or future, or all three, all of the above. We have the 5 of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Magician. Okay, so as far as who you could be dealing with here, could be a Pisces, a Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, or another air sign like yourself, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But doesn't have to be, could be any sign, like I always say to you guys, could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time. Okay, or be like a mixed match of one of those energies. So first off, I am seeing that 4 is repeated twice. So yes, there is a strong Taurus energy here, or Cancer as well. And I feel like there is someone here, I think it's your energy that's a little stronger and more fixated on something because you believe in it, you know that you're right. And I feel like you're gonna get your way, or you're gonna get the results that you wanted. Okay, what's going on here? I feel like you may have your words hurt, or your words, or what you said to this person, or what you're gonna say to them is gonna hurt them, but they know it's the truth and it was for their own good, and it helped you get the results that you wanted, or it helped you get excuse me, it helped you get your point across, and it pushed them and it like kind of forced them in a way to take action and take you seriously, and change or make a change that you've been wanting them. It took you having to like really like say what's on your mind, or like say something that maybe you know they wouldn't like, but you know it's the truth and you had to say it. If not, they wouldn't have taken you seriously or made that change. So you may get in a little bit of an argument or discussion, or you know, misunderstanding possibly this week, but it's because maybe you feel like you've been trying to say something, or you've been trying to get a point across that this person is not getting, and this week you're like, okay, I can't just like be nice about this anymore, I have to just say how it is, or you know, eventually it's just gonna like come out in a way that I don't want it to come out. Okay, so this person may kind of take it personally, or be really upset, or feel like, ouch, like why'd you say that, like why would you say it like that, or why would you say that, like that's rude or something, but you didn't mean it that way, you were being honest about it. So, and I think it has to do, it's going to be different for everybody, but it may have to do with something that your differences in maybe spiritual values, religious views, something that's like a little bit non-traditional, like a commitment that you're breaking, or something that you're not really that committed to, but this person is, or they feel they're spiritually or religious, you know, maybe you're not, or they believe in this but you don't believe in that. Like, you may have some strong opposing beliefs and views about something that you're both maybe passionate about, or that one person is passionate about but the other isn't. Maybe you are someone who is like divorced, maybe, or you had a really bad serious relationship and now you kind of just don't want any serious relationships for a bit, or maybe vice versa, this person, and they're kind of they took it as like, oh, you don't want to be serious with them, or you don't want to get married, but that's not it. You're just saying that you want to take your time, or maybe you're gonna think about it. That's just an example, but like, you may have had some like major opposing view on something, and that is what's gonna hurt them, because they may think that you're trying to like say that it applies to them, or that you don't want that thing with them or something, but that may not be the case. And I feel like they are either they're taking what you said too personal, or not understanding exactly what you're trying to say. So your words could have kind of hurt them, but you feel like they're not understanding, or like you could be thinking about things a little bit more unconventionally and non-traditional than them, okay? And they may get upset that you are going somewhere, or maybe you get invited to some kind of party, gathering, or hanging out with some friends or family or something, but they may get upset that they're not going with you, or maybe you didn't tell them about it, or you didn't find out till like last minute and you end up going, and they get kind of upset, or they're like, oh, why didn't you invite me, or were you planning this the whole time, or maybe you just it's like you maybe wanted them to go with you, or you had invited them but they didn't handle their responsibility, or something happened so they weren't able to go, and you had told them like, I told you so, and you didn't write it down, and now you can't get off work or whatever. So there can have been just some misunderstandings or confusions, but you end up going anyways, or you end up having a good time, or you're not trying to stress, you're trying to like enjoy yourself, and they're just kicking back, observing, like looking at everything, or trying to analyze, and they're just being quiet, but they're observing you, they're studying you, and they see that, you know what, okay, you weren't actually doing anything wrong, they were just jumping to conclusions, or they were taking things a little bit too personal, to the heart. And I think this person knows who you are at a core. Like, they know that you're a good person. They are intuitively connected to you. They just sometimes maybe are a little bit too sensitive or too emotional about things. But I feel like by the end of the week, you're getting the results that you want, and it's causing them to change, or feel like they need to change in order to get you back, or be in a good position where you actually respect them and love them and want to be with them. So like, maybe someone here wanted commitment, or maybe someone wanted to be serious but the other person wanted. You're like, okay, cool, fine, then I'm just going, and you end up going to a party and they get upset. You're like, why are you upset? You're not my boyfriend, or we're not together, or whatever. And they realize, no, you know what, I do want to be together with you. And it causes them to, you know, own up and make a change, or actually own that they want to be with you, and either be in a relationship or not. So I feel like this person's going to start to feel more empowered and want to manifest something with you, and wants to show you that they are powerful and can make something of themselves, or make a name for themselves. And I think at the end of the week, you may get a lot of messages from this person. They may call you, they may, like, you know, just fill your inboxes, text you, whatever. Like, they are just like blowing up your phone possibly, and things are going to progress or move forward. So you end up getting the results that you wanted, like something that maybe they weren't doing before, they end up doing at the end of the week without you really having to say anything or do anything, because you simply pulled back, or you just spoke your piece and you went and did your own thing, you went to have fun, and they realize, hey, what the heck, like, no. So you may have said something, or your words could hurt their feelings, but you end up getting the results that you wanted, a little bit unintentionally. Okay, all right, so sorry if that was kind of all over the place. I know it's maybe a little bit confusing, but if you're in the situation, or it happens to you, you'll kind of get what I'm saying. All right, so let's continue on extended to get more information to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice, okay? So we'll continue on extended, link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care. Bye.